Welcome to the Rink Report presented by Ohio Credit Union, and tonight's game presented by Nationwide, recognizing Agency of the Game Masters Insurance Group. Dylan Tyrer here with you as the Blue Jackets are back at Nationwide Arena after spending each the last 4 games on the road. Tonight is their third matchup with the Washington Capitals this month. For more on the road trip and tonight's action, we'll throw it over to Bob McElligott and Jody Shelley.
Well, the Blue Jackets return to Nationwide Arena tonight. They're just coming off a 4-game road trip to Western Canada and Seattle. And, Jody, they didn't get all the wins that they wanted, but they did find some elements of their game.
You know what? I thought you're absolutely right, Bob, because, in Calgary, that was an emotional building with Johnny Gaudreau going back there. And the Blue Jackets found their physical game. And I think that they've got to figure out that they got to play that way every night. So they took that into Edmonton. The last couple of games, it got away from them. But being back here at Nationwide Arena, I expect this to be an emotional night.
They did have some injuries once again. Nick Blankenberg out of the lineup. Adam Boquist is out of the lineup. Marcus Bjork has come back from Cleveland. And, Jody, you know this from being a player. You play in the National Hockey League, you get sent back. There is no guarantee you're ever going to come back to the NHL. Marcus Bjork gets that opportunity tonight to get back into the lineup. What do you expect from him?
Well, yeah, I expect him to take the next step. He was a nice surprise early when he got that call up. He's a big guy. He can shoot the puck. He actually ran the power play a few times for the Blue Jackets, too. So what a great experience for him trying to take advantage of that opportunity. But now you're right. It gets tough when you go back down and you're on the bus and things are a little bit different than the National Hockey League. So I'd expect him to be excited and bring a little bit of juice to this game.
After tonight, the Blue Jackets will not play until next Friday because of the All-Star break. So that means tonight, empty the tank.
Yeah, absolutely. This season for the Blue Jackets, there's been times where they've had these games where there's been a couple days in between, and you see them play well. And tonight, it's 10 days. They don't play until next Friday right here at Nationwide Arena against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I would expect them to play with excitement and really try to end like they did before the road trip with a win here at Nationwide Arena.
All right, that's the way we see it. Dylan, back to you.
Thanks again to Bob and Jody, and you heard them talk about it right there. The Blue Jackets want to leave it all on the ice tonight against the Capitals, and earlier today, Blue Jackets head coach Brad Larson says his team has to be ready to go.
Yeah, I think everybody's looking forward to the break, but we got a game to play first. The break will come after, but be a pro. Treat it like what we need to do and prepare. Got a couple good skates here. Get ready tonight.
Now, as I mentioned, this is the third meeting between the Blue Jackets and the Capitals this month. Washington comes into this one sitting in 4th place in the Metropolitan Division, also in the first wildcard spot in the Eastern Conference, but they're struggling right now. They've lost 3 straight games away from D.C., including their last one on Sunday in Toronto. They fell by a final score of 5-1, so they're looking to right the ship tonight against the Blue Jackets. Few players to watch for the Capitals. How could you not talk about Alex Ovechkin, 8th in the NHL in goal scoring right now? And behind him, Evgeny Kuznetsov. He's been the primary setup man for the Capitals this season, leading the team with 35 assists. And Nicklas Backstrom, he is back from hip surgery. He's played 9 games since, and he scored his very first goal of the season Sunday in Toronto. So it's the Blue Jackets' final game ahead of the NHL All-Star break in their 3rd of 4 meetings against their Metropolitan Division rival, the Washington Capitals. Let's see what's in store tonight. That'll do it for the Rink Report presented by Ohio Credit Union. For Bob McElligott and Jody Shelley, I'm Dylan Tyrer saying enjoy the game.